Yeah, but other than that, no, this person I've never heard of him.
Yeah. What about you, Issa? You ever heard? You know who Hannah Barone is, or
No, not
no?
really, not my scene. It's not really the stuff that I really
Yeah,
look
yeah,
into.
yeah.
I kind of have my own stuff that I'm interested in. And I don't think that her content is really my kind of content.
The hunting and fishing and the southern outdoor girls aren't your thing, and
Well, I lived in the South. Funny enough, I lived in Arkansas. Boy, let me tell you something. I reckon over on yonder up yonder. What are you doing here in my state? What are you doing in my country? Yeah, pretty familiar with the South.
Oh, when I was my father was a school teacher, so every summer we would go camping and fishing quite a lot. And now that I'm older, I kind of miss that. I don't miss the mosquitoes. But other than that, yeah, we would go north. We'd go into the boundary waters many years, and I enjoyed that, except for the mosquitoes and the leeches and the flies
All the critters.
and the bears. Those things I could do without, but everything else is good.
yeah. So I
I mean,
can show it.
I lived in South Carolina too, Georgia, South Carolina. I know the South really well. Virginia, West Virginia. I've been all over the South, so I
So,
just never looked at the content.
so to put a little framing around this, so I got exposed to this QAnon style conspiracy theory, like I want to say 4 or 5 years ago. This trans investigation where they started comparing like arm lengths and shoulder widths and finger lengths and skull sizes. Like they were doing forensics investigations of pictures of people, and they could tell, and they believe in
Well,
like this future, like this ancient technology of womb transplant. So you would say, well, this
what?
person actually has a kid.
Yeah. Well, there is some science behind what is it, finger length and
Yeah.
sexual orientation. I mean, but other than that, I don't know anything about it. I mean, but
So
Well,
they're buying into Atlantean theory. They believe in Atlantean theory that people had sophisticated technology like eons ago, and then we lost everything.
Yes.
well, I think
oh,
there's lizard people or something. I don't know.
That's why they like they live. This is
Human.
why they like they live. That makes sense.
So they would
In
say that like that Michelle Obama well like had a womb transplant or something like that. Like it's weird stuff, dude. Like
well, some lizards can, the females can reproduce without a male. It's called parthenogenesis.
hmm
Yeah. So males are really just kind of an evolutionary afterthought.
thanks, thanks, Brenda. I
Oh,
appreciate
thanks.
in in Spanish we have an expression, and this when someone like this kind of people, they subscribe to all kind of conspiracy theories. We have an expression that translated will go like, for these people, every bus leaves them at the door, so they will hop on to pretty much anything they hear, like the Great Reset, the Lizard People, conspiracies about the government and the moon landing, and everything across the board they will subscribe to.
I'm gonna take it try to call to make sure she's okay. And then just
All
hold the
right.
floor for a minute.
Max, what is it called in Spanish? What is that? How do you say
Uh,
that?
the expression, cualquier ómnibus los deja en la puerta. Any bus leaves them at the door.
Did you write that
While
in the chat
us,
too?
yes, I'll type it in the chat. While us gets back tomorrow, there's a flat Earth debate, Flatzoid and FTFE. We're going to have a pre-show and an after show, 7:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then we have the debate and the after show. I marked it for 10:30 p.m., but if it goes longer, we'll extend that. So when the debate is over, we'll have the after show. And the only thing that we have scheduled so far for Wednesday with Isa, Tell Me That Story show, we're going to talk about dragons across civilizations. I know Oz has prepared some videos about Hannah. All right, he's back.
Well, I hadn't prepared videos, but I got some stuff to go over. So we'll
All right.
she's not responding. The last text I got was like 5 minutes ago, 8 minutes ago. Logging on the damn computer, it was dead. So I think it's a laptop or something like that. But I don't know. So if she shows up, she shows up. So she's been on Instagram for ages, and Facebook has 10,000 followers on Facebook and 3,000 followers on Instagram. Like now, I got some feedback, Brenda. So I thought she could give some insight about what Hannah's doing. Not as big as Hannah, of course, but she's tried to do the modeling thing. And I shouldn't say that if she's listening. Sorry. Anyways, well, I got this conspiracy. This is how. Well, let me show you at first what keyed me into what was going on.
All right.
With this thing. So I think it's this one. Ozian on
While that loads, remember to like, subscribe, share this with someone who you think might like this. And you can also become a member for 99 cents. Very cheap. And you help support the show.
So this, I saw Matthew's a flat earther, right? So it seems like flat earthers always go down all these rabbit holes, right? So of course he's a trans investigator, which I was describing before I tried to call my wife. So this guy, Hannah Barone, what do you all notice? So he's keying in on this Black Rifle Company. So he's worried about Black Rifle Company, who's donated, has some of their employees who's donated money to Democrats. Like, you can't control who your employees donated money to. Like, that's no crime or anything like that. There's nothing wrong with that. Anyways, so Black Rifle Company, and Black Rifle Company, and Black Rifle Company. So Matthew, he sees this. Oh my goodness, look at this. He doesn't care about the handgun, right? He's like, oh my goodness. And I see it's a vagina because, I'm just an illiterate, stupid dude on the internet. And like, I had like 50 people correct me. I'm like, oh, probably at least. And he got a community note. Human beings naturally have a fatty lump called the Mons Venus or Mons Pubis. Okay. And they posted the wiki link, and they had pictures of what it looks like. So they think this is like a beak. They think this is a penis.
This is so disgusting. It's so misogynistic. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt, but I find this extremely offensive that you're objectifying this woman. She's just modeling, and you're being an a-hole. Like, there's nothing good about this dude. He's a creep. Sorry.
He is a creep. Oh, I've been making fun of him for days now.
Oh yeah, he's a deplorable person. He made some comments about Mike Toon that got him kicked off of Modern Day. That whole debacle.
I mean, we can always talk about it.
No, it's not that Matthew. It's a different Matthew.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know the Matthew, that one, he's been in the MDD YouTube chat trying to get back to debate, but I don't think it's going to happen.
We can always talk about his guy liner, his pretty guy liner eyes. But we won't talk about that, Like,
no, it's fine. If you have pretty eyes and you want to use man liner, that's okay.
Yeah, it's guy liner.
Okay. Guy liner, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. It's for men. Anyway, so he got community noted. But this is killing me. So he gets like look at the ratios. 3.4 million views, and then like all this stuff over here. And then I commented, what, a vagina? Is this your first time seeing one? I know you are a flurf and you may not see many. So, I call him a flurf. You should see all the comments like, what's a flurf? So I'm having to explain to all these people what a flurf is. For the audience who may not know, a flurf is a contraction for flat earth, flat earther. That's what it's a contraction for. Anyways, so now a lot of people have been are being woken up to how awful some of these flat earthers are. So to me, it's like a good thing. So their first exposure to flat Earth believers is Matthew. So Isa, yes, you're disgusting. So their first exposure to flat earthers is one of the most deplorable ones.
That screenshot you showed me of the person who didn't know what a flat earther was, that's like, you're so innocent. You don't know flat earthers exist.
I know.
He's like, you're so
Well,
tender.
I think it's like the people getting on the bus. Like, I think my opinion is it's like people who are disenfranchised. They feel disenfranchised by society. These things empower them because they're smarter
Yeah.
than everybody else. Everybody else is foolish and dumb, but they know the secrets. They have the esoteric knowledge.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
Which is
he
funny because they think,
he replies by basically saying, I just like penis. So, I just mock him anyways.
I mean, this is childish.
It is.
And
These
I'm
are
like,
flat
who cares
earthers.
if someone likes, if someone's trans, that's fine. Let people express themselves however they want. Like, oh my
yeah.
gosh. Like, and these people are not confident in their sexuality. I'm sorry. They lack their own confidence in sexuality.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Look,
Some
this
people,
is. Sorry, go ahead, Brenda.
I was just going to say, some people never left junior high.
Yeah, this is Brenda Hazelyard. So tell me, okay, so let's do it. Let's do a trans investigation of Brenda Hazelwood. Let's do. Okay, let's see. Whoops, darn music. Okay, let's see. Is it going to play? Darn stupid thing. Anyways, I'm going to get like demonetized, but no Adam's apple. She's very cleanly, right? Like, look at that. Look. She's trans. She's trans.
Oh, is this the model? Is this the model
No,
that the video that we're showing?
No, but she's trans. That woman's trans.
Oh, really?
She is trans. Yeah, she's trans.
Oh, I would never know. I wouldn't be
Yeah.
able to tell.
No, this is the one.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if she is or isn't. Right?
Who cares?
I know.
Yeah, exactly.
No, and it's weird that people say, if you like trans women, you're gay. And I'm like, that's not true. People don't know about sex and gender. They don't understand. This is why some people, DEI can be a useful tool. People want to throw DEI away, but it's actually very useful. It helps you understand a lot of these concepts,
Well, that's why I said if only I was 20 years younger, but not 20 years ago, because, well, we were much more intolerant 20 years ago.
Well, yeah, and also the 80s and 90s were very intolerant too. People think the 80s is this idealized period, but it was very bigoted and an intolerant era.
Yeah. So this is how I came across Hannah. It was this Matthew piece of work, dude, with this. Well, then I saw Truth Seeker, so I like, who is this dude? And then I found his YouTube channel. And then I found his YouTube channel. And so what's he do? He creates this video about poor little Hannah. So I was like, oh, so I figured, well, there's another dude with his conspiracy theories, and we do conspiracy theories on Matters Now. So I figured, let's watch this video and let's critique this video. How about that? You guys ready to? Yeah, this is a Hannah Barone psyop. Let's see. I haven't watched this yet.
Oh, I really want to talk about Baphomet, but we'll get to that.
Baphomet's there. You see how their fingers are pointed? Oh my goodness.
And Baphomet has nothing to do with Christianity. This is the weird, bizarre thing. This is an attack. Baphomet is like an indigenous god. It's not a Satan. It's from a completely different theological structure, but whatever.
She's doing finger guns because she likes guns, and she's dressed as Lara Croft. What the hell?
Like a huntress, like Laura Croft. Yes. I
Oh,
know.
man,
It's
we're
so
a class.
dumb.
That's a long time ago.
Well, she doesn't play video games, Hey,
Yeah, but
Hannah. Hannah, you should come on stage. This is
Um,
definitely a topic for women. We're
what's the
talking
point?
about what?
What's the point of the brick wall? He's got an arrow pointing to the brick wall.
Somebody,
Why?
Yeah, no idea.
somebody
Because
None.
said, no, somebody said it could be just another brick in the wall for the disclosure of the conspiracy.
oh my god.
What?
Yeah, so it's the full disclosure. It's
That's
another brick in the wall.
Pink Floyd?
Yeah,
What?
like a Pink Floyd reference. Yeah, so it's another brick in the wall.
Like
Pink Floyd's
because there's
awesome.
because brick walls are something like extremely rare that means something.
Yeah, I have no idea what it means. Like that's like hope maybe he can tell us. Let's see
I
if he
think it's
tells
this
us.
weird cult mentality. Like I wish we could stream watching Deception of a Generation, just like when we talked about Dune last night.
Yeah.
These people are all really kooky. They don't like modern media, like everything. They're just like, we're gonna try to make it Satan. We're trying to ruin everything and try to make it just evil instead of just seeing things for the way that they are. Like it's so crazy. These people are nuts.
Yeah.
I'm going to steal a catchphrase from Nadir. This is wacky quacky.
Yeah.
This is like the epitome of wacky quackery.
That actually
Well,
works. In this context, it works. It doesn't work
Yes,
in other
it does.
contexts. It works here.
Shout out Nadir.
It's Ashton Richards. It's Baphomet. But let's watch. It's only 6 minutes.
Which is a deity, Baphomet.
All right.
You are now tuned into another episode of the Truth Zone. As always, this is your host, Truth Seeker here. And today's show, I wanted to discuss a obvious psyop going on. Now, probably most of you don't even know who this is.
So people, somebody asked, could we talk about how you would indoctrinate people? It's language
yeah.
like that. Obvious. It's an obvious psychological operation to false flag us, like convince the masses that there's,
Yeah.
deceive us. Anyways.
But for those that do, she goes by the name of Hannah Barron. And recently she has blown up. Like I've never even heard of her before until here recently, because supposedly she's been bullied from people on the quote unquote left side. And this is just more distractions in my honest opinion. Anything in this video that I'm talking about, this is just my opinion. This is my viewpoint.
Yeah, she's been bullied by people on the left and right.
By the left? Because I can't see it. Because, well, the left people I know just wouldn't give a shit unless she's expressing political views.
She's not.
But if she likes to go hunting, fishing, get muddy like this, nobody cares.
There was somebody, we'll go over it, but there was somebody on the left that made some comments about, but it's somebody from Europe, so who gives a shit? Some random blue check mark from Europe with like 100,000 followers that said something about how she wasn't feminine because of her voice, because she's American or something. It was stupid.
Well, there's stupid people on the left and the right.
Yeah. So she got exposure that way, and there were some dude that said you were gay if you thought tomboys were sexy. Somebody on the left.
I must be gay because
Yeah.
she's really cute.
When a man masturbates, is that gay?
Oh yes, Wesley said that to us.
Wesley said that. I said, send me my LGBT rainbow flag. I said, oh wait, I already have one, so I guess it's too late. So
These people are wild, man.
It is crazy, dude. Like,
It's a woman who's just having fun. Like these guys are creeps. Like I don't know what else to call it, man. These are creepy dudes. They're obsessed. Probably just because
Oh,
he
yeah.
can't have a relationship with this woman. That's it. That's what I
well,
think.
yeah.
anytime I see a YouTube channel or Instagram account or TikTok account with truth or like logic in the title, I know that those two things are nowhere to be found in their
Usually
content.
not.
It's double speak. It's 1984. It's like the Ministry of Truth is the Ministry of Falsehood. So yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
He hasn't connected anything yet, right? So let's keep watching. He's just seen, like, this is a common thing, like, yes, we won. Ah! Like, this is just cheerleading shit. Like, this is just go team. Yeah. This is just posing. It's so weird, creepy. She looks like a normal girl to me. Yeah, like mudding like any other Southerner. I like motorcycles. Does that make me boyish and snowmobiles? No, it makes you like a friggin' normal human being.
Yeah.
She's not boyish at all. This woman is like the opposite of boyish.
Yeah, she calls
so
herself
ridiculous.
a tomboy, but who cares? Tomboys are girls. That's what a tomboy is.
The most famous tomboy that everybody loves is Misty from Pokemon. So
Yes.
I've
let's get a
seen
picture of Misty up here.
I've seen less feminine looking women than Hannah Barone. You know, like the did I close this yet? Like the trans investigating women that Matthew called in as help look less feminine than Hannah Barone. That says Hannah Barone is actually a man. That are misgenerating Hannah. Look more masculine than Hannah. It's like, but I would never misgender them. You know, like if people were attacking them just they think fair play is fine. I'm like, no, you shouldn't misgender anybody, even if they're jerks. You should still not misgender people because I don't think you should do that. Like you just shouldn't. Okay. I don't know. What do you think, Brenda?
Yeah, like I said, I think that's perfectly normal. The other thing that people often say about tomboys is that they're repressed lesbians or something like that, and I wouldn't even go with that. It's not anything to do with it. It's just personality. Although at a certain age, you know, you're really into boys, then you want to be with the boys, and if this works, then lots of girls are going to do that. They're going to go camping and fishing and mudding with the boys.
Yeah.
Because they want to be around boys.
I had an Uber driver, a Lyft driver that drove me for 5 hours home.
Damn.
And he was trans and disclosed it like halfway through. I couldn't tell because they could pass really well. That they were short and like slim, but there's lots of black dudes that are short and slim, right? And they had some scrabbly facial hair, but a lot of black dudes have like scrabby facial hair, right? But so I couldn't tell, and I'm not checking out their junk because that's weird. He said that they were lesbian before they transitioned, and that all lesbians are just repressed trans men. I'm like, well, no, they aren't. I've known tons and tons. I was like, no, that's not true. Yeah, it's true in all cases. I just didn't argue because I wanted to go home, but I thought that was really insulting to say all lesbians.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree totally. Right. Not all that, just because that's just going too much with the how you present some is who you are or something. And there's plenty of butch lesbians who have no inclination of ever transitioning. The same is true with drag queens. There are plenty of drag queens who are very feminine when they're in drag, but they are not interested in transitioning. They are gay men.
Yeah, there's straight drag queens. They're
Mm.
I've met drag queens that are straight. There's very few of them,
Yeah.
but there are straight drag queens, and there are very feminine lesbians. Like they're not butch.
And then there's like I'm a cis male and I don't like camping. I don't like getting muddy. I'm like a city mouse and like leave me alone with my computer. Don't take me camping. If you're going to go out, give me a hotel.
Metrosexual. You do you use guyliner?
No,
Okay.
but it's because I'm lazy. But I am kind of I like looking good, but I don't go like
I
that extra
have.
mile.
I've done highlights and used guyliner and done all this stuff. Put lipstick on, like just the clear. I've done clear coats.
My father uses clear coats in his nails.
Yeah.
But no, I like to look good, but I'm lazy, so I do like minimum effort to look good, and that's it.
I used to go to the nail salon to get my nails done with clear coats with my wife, who's not here. If you're watching, I put you on the thumbnail and everything, and she hasn't texted back either. Like I had to know. Okay, I just want to say, look, okay, for if you can see it on my, oh, you can't see it. I'm just gonna do one camera, and I'll go back to play this video. I just want to show. Look, oh, I want to show her number though. Okay, no number. Look, how many people are going to be watching? And then look, right there. And then she says, logging on now. Damn computer was dead. All right. Okay, crew. What did I do wrong here? I don't know what I did wrong here. Okay, let's play this video again.
I've had people come out of my X or Twitter account and tell me I should be sued for defamation. For what?
For lying about
Yes.
her.
Yes, I agree. I kind of agree. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually defamation
Slander.
per se. Silly goose. I went over that the other day, didn't I? Like,
Yes.
you don't have to prove damages when it comes to defamation per se. I don't know about sex if it's defamation per se. I know it is when it comes to like their chastity or whatever. It's defamation.
What? For just questioning things, asking things, and pointing out obvious signs and symbols. She's not doing this hand sign, this hand gesture, this as above, so below by no accident. And there on the top, you even see the devil horns right there with her right hand. And
she's in Texas.
I know. There's a Texas flag.
Yeah, but Texas, it's the hook'em sign that they give all the time. It's not a devil sign. It's a sports sign.
Oh, okay.
No, they do the pinky and the index finger thing. It's for the Texas Longhorns, I think. Yeah, it has nothing to do with Illuminati. It's just sports.
Hook'em sign. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they got it. Oh yeah, it's a stinking little thing they buy. Okay, yeah, the University Hook'em sign. Yeah, see, I'm glad we got Hannah here. Or not Hannah, but
Shocking.
Brenda.
This is
See, look.
shocking that these people care.
They're just making shit up.
Yeah,
Man,
they
dude,
would.
you're a right-wing conservative. Why are you hating on your own conservative people? Like, give me a break, man.
Well, no,
These are your
I don't
people,
know.
man.
I don't know if she is conservative because she's not political.
No, I'm joking, but you know the South is a more conservative space, like
Yeah.
on the spectrum.
Mhm.
But I'm cracking a joke, but I'm saying it's so wild that I'm like, Texas is the place. It's like it's the Lone Star State.
Well,
It's the
and,
Lone Star State.
and flat earthers don't identify as Republicans.
But they're aligned with that type of philosophy, from what I've seen. All the hyper Christianity. It's not like mainline, Presbyterian Christianity that these folks are toting. You know what I'm saying? They're up with Marjorie Taylor Greene. Marjorie Taylor Greene would be, I think they'd be a fan of Marjorie.
They would never vote for Marjorie Taylor Greene.
If they vote.
The flat earthers wouldn't?
No, they would vote for like Hitler.
Oh, Jesus.
What do you think about Marjorie Taylor Greene? I mean, this is the woman who talked about Jewish space lasers. She seems like she fit right into the cabinet.
She's not extreme enough. Most of them, I think most of them are sovereign citizens that don't vote.
That makes sense.
I get it. I get that it's like maybe one step further, but I'm saying like the ideologies aren't very different. I don't think their ideology is far different than Taylor Greene.
I agree. I'm being a little facetious, but I don't think
you know what I'm talking about. It's this really crazy worldview,
Yeah, but most of them would say they don't support either Trump or Biden. That I've talked.
Let me do a little plug. Oz did for us a little report on the sovereign citizens, and I'm going to paste the link for all of you to see if you haven't had the chance to see that yet. It's really good, and I did the music for that. It turned out pretty awesome. So there you go. Save it for later. It's worth a watch, and it's very short.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's finish this because I got some more stuff. Well, not too much more to go through, since my wife's not going to be here to comment.
A constant theme throughout most of these photos I'm showing you with a certain brand, Black Rifle Coffee, who is controlled and corrupt. Go do your research on Black Rifle Coffee if you don't believe me.
Ooh.
But all of these.
Yeah, so what they're saying is they're controlled and corrupt is because they donate most of the money to Republicans, but some of their employees donate money to Democrats. Well, what people are confused about donation, the corporation itself, the entity, can't really donate money. It's the employees that donate money.
Mm-hmm.
And the employees are capped to how much, like you can only donate so much money a year to the political campaign, but then you can donate money to PACs and stuff like that. Oh, like Stephanie says, I'm voting for RJK Jr. I pay too much taxes to be a soft city. Yeah, smart. But yeah, like I know a lot of I won't say. There's a lot of people that are influenced by these things that would vote for RJK Jr. Like if you people in the Discord, Max, that are into these like beliefs that may not be flat earthers who support RJK Jr. over Trump or Biden, like Elijah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if they're not soft sits, they usually would vote for Robert J. Kennedy Jr. over either of the two. And RFJ? No, it's RJK, Robert J. Kennedy Jr.
Yeah,
right?
that's right. I think it's hilarious, this whole situation, because it's like it's this wild, like, remember that dude, what was his name, the Christ Brings the Sword? They buy into like They Live, 1984, Animal House, Animal Farm, where they it's these kind of leftist critiques of pretty much fascist spaces, and they try to appropriate these ideas, and it doesn't really work very well.
Mm-hmm.
And I just find it's bizarre that they're like, we are all of these things, we're sovereign citizens, and I'm just like, I don't know where you're coming from, man. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's RFK Jr. Then he's pulling at like average 12% right now too. So it's in Trump's favor with him running because it hurts Biden more than it does Trump. So, anyways, let's finish this up. Hopefully, but these signs like Black Rifle Company, so it doesn't mean anything. There's no signs. It's not controlled opposition.
These photos because she's supposed to be this down to earth country gal.
As opposed to Truth, where does he sound like he's from? Does he sound like he's a country dude?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
No, that's like Philadelphia or Jersey. It's definitely not country. That sounds like a Jersey City or Philadelphia accent. Doesn't it there, Issa? Like
Well,
out your way?
A Philadelphia accent, they say water. They don't say water, they say water.
Well, where do you think that's from?
Let me hear his accent again, and I'll tell you what I think.
Who hunts, who fishes, and everything else. But it's quite evident and it's quite obvious, in my opinion. Again, this is my opinion. If you don't like what I have to say, you could easily click off of this video and go about your day. This is my opinion. This is my channel. This is my viewpoint. I believe this is another distraction, another psyop. And I believe Black Rifle Coffee is involved in this as a way to market their brand. But again, this is just one man's opinion. What do you all think about this? Those of you who have heard about this, some people think other things are wrong with this girl. And I will let you put two and two together on all of that because, yeah, I can't really mention it on here, but.
Yeah, I wonder why you can't mention it on here.
There's a bit of a draw. He is a bit of a draw. It's not like the Jersey accent where they got, they might talk like this, Jersey Shore, they're talking like this, and it could be in New York as well. It's not exactly that kind of accent.
I can't tell. I'm from Minnesota. I don't have an accent.
Well, I love I'm sorry about that, it's very similar in Canada because there's a lot of Norwegian people there, right?
But I don't know what's weird about like a brand sponsoring a young, attractive person because males also do that.
I mean, come on. I mean, using women to sell a product like cars and guns. Oh, shock forever. Jiminy Christmas.
No problem.
They've never seen like a billboard, it seems.
The face looks photoshopped. No, she's just dirty, dude. Like her shoulders are dirty. Like she's just dirty and all. She has scars all over her arms and shit. Like she's like she works. Like she got like you'll see her hands and stuff are like all scuffed up. I went on a date with this girl once who like her hands were all scuffed up because she did masonry. And she said she could never date a guy that had softer hands than her. I'm like,
wow.
I guess that's not me because I was going to law school at the time.
Yeah, my hands are so soft. It's like because I work on the computer. I've worked on the computer most of my life, so
I was like, she was very attractive. Like,
if you're in the audience, hit the like button for her workout routine. Her physical status is impeccable.
Did I know GFK's head just did that? Just did what? GFK's head, I know it did something when an object when hit it. I'm not going to discuss it because like it's not the topic. But let's finish this video. He hasn't said anything at all.
It has to do with the opposite, and again, I will let you put two and two together on that. Let's just put it this way. Think Taylor Swift or Michelle Obama.
Yeah.
Of course.
And Taylor Swift, somebody asked me if I would date Taylor Swift with like, if she was like 20 years older, maybe. She's attractive. She's not ugly. Like, she's not like a 10. Neither is her. She's an attractive girl or woman. It's like she's like 27. Like,
No, she's in her 30s.
This woman, Hannah
No,
Brown.
Taylor Swift is. Taylor
Oh,
Swift.
Taylor Swift is like 32 or something like this, or 35.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hannah.
No,
You can't
Hannah
tell. She
Brown
looks
is.
young. I would say Taylor Swift could pass for like a 25-year-old. Easily.
She's 20. Oh, Taylor Swift could.
Yeah, Taylor Swift looks very young. She could easily pass for much
I don't
younger
know.
than she is.
Oh, she's in her 30s. Yeah. So.
And that's all of the little nuggets and keywords that I can drop. And then you all can just put 2 and 2 together from that point. I know that you all are smart enough to put 2 and 2 together on what I'm getting at. But again, it just seems to me that this is yet another distraction, another psyop right here in front of everyone's faces.
Now that's a cute photo. That's a very nice photo.
It's hard
How-
when I'm not paying attention to anything the guy is saying. I'm paying attention to the photo shoot. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Everything he's saying, I'm going at one ear and out the other. And I'm like, oh, there's this attractive woman doing a photo shoot. Like that's far more what's.
Yeah.
Well,
Really, it's just the perfect angle for that underground service connection right there. It's like really out of the way. And I really like where they put it right there in the lawn.
well, you know, what he literally just said, as far as I can say, is basically attractive women are a distraction. I mean, what?
Mhm, yeah.
I mean, that's just so weird.
But the reason why people find Hannah Barone attractive isn't because of her looks, because she's not the model type. She's 5 foot tall. She's an outdoors woman. She gets dirty. She's all like, she has rough hands and all this stuff. It's because she's sincere. She has a personality that's her own. People feel like they can connect with her because of her social media presence. It's these other traits. She goes out there and she manhandles fish. Or I guess I should say woman handles fish, right?
Well, the thing
Woman.
is that she could be a model. It simply depends on the product you're selling, right? So she could
But-
probably sell the hell. She could probably sell the hell out of outdoors clothing, outdoorsy boots, and jackets and other utilities. She could probably sell a boatload of that stuff if she wanted to.
What she is doing.
Oh, she is doing?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And she's selling this Black Rifle coffee. She's selling outdoor wares now. But she became famous because of the folksy look, not because of her looks, because of the outdoor look, not because she was.
Yeah. And that's just brand identity. That's just brand identity. She's not going to be on Vanity.
Yeah.
She's not going to be on Vanity. She's going to be on Outdoor Life.
Yeah, it's not because she's a hot supermodel. It's because she's attractive, right? So she has that going for her, and because of the brand she inspires. That's all I'm trying to say. If that makes any sense without me sounding like a chauvinistic pig. I'm not trying to go for that look. And so, thank you. Yeah, noodling is when they stick their hands in. Yeah, well, I have a video of her father helping her noodle. I think I might have closed that one because I think it's a fake TikTok where her father was helping her, but he's actually having to help pull her up. She is tiny compared to these catfish. Like, people have to help pull her up as she's noodling these catfish because she's not. She's like. I looked up her stats, and we'll go over that too. She's 115 pounds. Like, these catfish are like 50, 60 pounds. She's redneck woman like Gretchen Wilson country song.
What do you all think about this? Do you think she's authentic? Do you think she's an authentic girl? Or do you think that there might be something more to
Okay, I just am really annoyed right now. Like, can you guys tell me how these videos? Like, he's not that big. Never mind. I'm done. Anyways, he does not say anything this whole time. Like he is. There's no value in this, but all these people watch these.
To this Hannah Barron. I'm gonna leave that to you all to decide. I'm just asking the questions because when something doesn't seem right and when something seems a little suspect, that's when you got to ask the questions.
What
And
question?
all of these photos I'm showing you, you can go find them on her social media platform, Instagram, and
Okay, just spoke to Hannah Barone this morning. She's getting hate from idiots because she's one of the good ones and authentic. Authentic just means she's not pretending to be somebody she's not, which social media personalities often do. That's sort of what that's supposed to mean, where she's not pretending to be something she's not. But I don't know, like, I don't know. Always remember winners focus on winning and losers focus on winners. Keep being you, Hannah.
Well, she could be inauthentic in the sense that, I mean, it's possible that who she presents herself as isn't who she is. Maybe when she's at home, she's a real bitch, right? She's very maybe angry, maybe self-absorbed, maybe not the perfect person at home that she appears to be in her videos or something like that. I mean, that's
Yeah.
possible.
But then
who
again,
knows?
maybe so am I. Maybe in my free time
Yeah.
when I'm not here on YouTube and being nice with everyone, I
Yeah,
go outside and I kick puppies.
Yeah, this is the good Max, right?
Yeah.
Well, Graham Allen is testifying to her character, saying he's been a longtime friend, saying is who you see on social media is who he knows her as a friend. So who knows? Maybe he's posing also. He's not being authentic. You never know. But like, I have no reason to not just accept people at face value
Yeah.
until I have no otherwise.
Yeah, till there is some kind of reason, like maybe she does kick puppies along with Max. She and Max get together and they kick puppies.
Yes.
Who knows?
I just think it doesn't really matter what these people are. What they're doing. That's their job. They're modeling in their job, and that's fine. I've been a model too. I was in a couple like commercials and stuff.
Me too.
And I think that's fun and it's cool, and you're just doing your job. And it's like it's so weird. These people like they're using. It's the same thing that we saw with Dune. They're using these things to push their conspiracy. And it's kind of manipulative, controlling, and grotesque. They're taking these things that already exist and trying to use them to make themselves look good and elevated. And yeah, it's problematic.
Mm-hmm. They demonetized my last video of the Challenger thing, but they remonetized it after review.
Yes.
So yeah, like how was that demonetized? That was a beautiful thing. Like what?
Yeah, but the AI, it hears some keywords and it says, "Oh yeah, no, this is a no-go." But as long as the review.
Yeah. All right, let's do this.
all the other places, you can see for yourselves. And here's even this guy, Graham Allen, saying, just spoke to Hannah Barron this morning. She has been a friend for a long time. She is getting hate from idiots because she is one of the good ones and authentic. Always remember, winners focus on winning and losers focus on winners. Keep being you. So you see how all of this is, all of these quote unquote right-leaning people, these mega people, are all promoting this woman. But maybe I'm just being a little too paranoid.
He said mega. I think he meant MAGA, right?
Yeah, he's just where he's from. Mega, mag. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, she's really short.
She's 5 foot tall.
I can only tell height in meters. That means like 5 foot means nothing to me.
Well,
I need to do the conversion.
3 so meters on like 3 foot. So she's
Uh,
like 1
a,
and
a,
2
me- a meter
meters.
and a half. Yeah.
Well, over 1.5 meters. So I don't know. Like it's 2 point. Oh, whatever. I'm not gonna do the math. She's short.
No,
1.6
yeah, I did.
meters.
I googled it. It's 1.524.
Yeah, she's tiny. And like I did. Okay, I looked it up. I was gonna say it on there. Let's see if I still have it pulled up. No, that's Pornhub. Oh no, I didn't say that. Sorry.
Nobody
Just kidding. It was my
Alhamdulillah.
it was my wife's OnlyFans, so I had to get off to something. No, just it says only 0.2% of men are 5 foot tall. So it was like she's 5 foot. What 1.52 meters.
Yeah.
Only 0.2% of men are that tall. So for his stupidity argument. And they'll say, well, her face is wide. Like, do they never meet women? Like, there's whole cultures of women that have wide faces. Like, you go to like Eskimos, like some Asian Mongolians. It's like they're so bigoted. It's like so racist. Yeah, Hannah also like she has a huge upper like shoulders and like biceps and triceps because she's always out working, and she's 115 pounds. So like all of the weight she has is all up here. Like she is so tiny. Like she probably like if she wasn't working out, she probably weighed like 90 pounds. Like she is tiny.
As always, or maybe there's more to this. Again, I will let you, the viewer, decide for yourselves what you think about this. I'm just asking the questions. And this made me laugh a little bit too. The fact that this dude, Ian Miles Chung, compared this Hannah girl to Artemis, the goddess of the hunt. So they're showing you and telling you right there for you all to see what she's about.
He's making a simile. He's just relating her to a mythological character which you don't believe in. And Artemis' stories are quite fascinating. I don't know what the point is there.
Well, it's like a thing, therefore it is this thing. Right?
Yeah.
That
Well,
she's anytime a woman goes hunting, well, she's Artemis. What the fuck? Sorry.
yeah,
If they knew anything about Artemis, they would know that when anyone compared themselves to Artemis, she would get really, really mad and she would mess with them. It happened. We covered it on the first show of the Tell Me That Story show. That the people.
That's the plug. Come to Tell Me That Story.
When I think it was during the Trojan War, before they set out sail, they were waiting for everything to get ready, and someone hunted deer. I can't remember the name. It was the general of the Trojan War, and he said, "Oh, I hunted this deer just like Artemis," and she punished them and requested his daughter in sacrifice. So like they don't even know like the backstory of some of the things they talk about. Like Isa was saying with Baphomet at the beginning.
Yeah, but the point is being made here. It has nothing to do with Artemis or anything like that. This Ian Miles Chong is making, and KIC I think is also missing here. The point that's trying to be made here is historically, all throughout history, women. So he's trying to say these are qualities that women have always had. He's
Mhm.
not trying to see feminine as in like there's traditional women quality that are different and separate from men necessarily. So he's saying when it comes to human survival, men and women have always had to work together to take care of children when it comes to gathering food, hunting for food, protecting their children, building shelter for children, building shelter for themselves. When the pioneers came to the when settlers came to the United States and the pioneers went west, the men and women both had to stake claims to land, both had to get out there and build shelter, both had to produce the goods that they needed to survive on the lands, both had to get out there and get dirty and to survive, both had to get out there and hunt and to provide. And when
Mhm.
women had to bear children until they were disabled, if they were due to childbirth, and they were only disabled for that period of time to give childbirth, and they had hopefully they had somebody local that they could help them birth the child, and they weren't left to do it themselves because with that led to risk of death, high risk of death. Hopefully they had a doctor or a midwife or somebody else that was local to them that could help them give birth to the child because at that time, the 19th century, we did have that type of, and this is recent history. It's not like have to go that back that far into ancient history to the time of Artemis when women had to get out there and work hard to survive. Like we have this modern conception, like the industrial era where men went out there to the factories, women were excluded from going to the factories to work because we had this chauvinistic type of society that rose in that sort of era where men went to work in the office places, men went to go work in the factories, and women were excluded from these places. Women were excluded from education and stuff like this. This wasn't always the case. It wasn't always the case. So when this Ian Miles Chong is making this case, he's saying women have these qualities just like men do. So like he's not saying it's just there's no such thing as feminine, bro. Like there is feminine trait. Like when we see people, we see gender. Like we see feminine, we see masculine traits. That's what we can. That's how we identify gender within our species. So like we just is it. You can say it's a social construction, and I would agree with you that it is a social construction, and it seems to be typically correlates to our sex, but there it's a correlation to sex. It's not entirely 100% defined by our sex. The,
My criticism wasn't to Ian, it was to the guy in the video bringing this up.
yeah,
I
no,
was kind of skipping ahead.
I understand. But am I way off base there, Brenda, about sex and gender, or no, or
Well, you said it as well as I could.
okay,
I don't have a lot to add, right? Gender is how you appear to other people, and it's a
yeah,
social construct, right? Like a lot of things are socially constructed. I mean, they're still important. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
okay, yep. The feminists seem to be winning globally. More compulsory conscription for defense and globally. Okay. And Hannah said she looked up a bunch of her photos. She's in great shape and looks totally like a female in bikini. She looks great in bikini. Yeah. She's strong in her legs and arms. Definitely. Anyways, we'll finish this stinking video. But I just wanted to go over, like, I do like the Greek mythology, though. She probably makes a fine barbecue. I don't know. Do animals have social constructs? Yes, they do. What? You know how I know that? What? Hey, people in the panel, do animals have social constructs?
Yes.
Yeah, raise your hand. Yeah, yes. Yeah, yes.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Fill me in.
Humans
s-
are animals.
and
Oh,
social
okay.
animals like apes and monkeys, they do have, for example, if a monkey steals food from another monkey, they will shame him because of that, and they can even shun that animal if they're not sharing with the group and stuff. So yeah, animals have social structures. Ants and bees and colony animals also have social structures. They're more instinctual. They're not based in like emotion and those kinds of things, but there's a bunch of social structures in nature.
Yeah. Conscription is immoral of any type. Forced labor, indentured servitude is immoral. So I don't support conscription. I don't support the draft for anybody. But we can have a debate about that at some time. We probably should. That would be a good topic. But let's finish this. We're not even through this little itty bitty 6-minute video.
What she is, and that she is obviously another psyop, in my honest opinion, because Ian Miles Chung, in the past, he's had a lot of disturbing posts or tweets and stuff on Twitter, and I can't show them on this platform,
Rejection.
but you can go do your research and you can see what I'm talking about. And he's always heavily promoted on said platform because Elon loves this dude for some reason. But as I've stated, Elon is controlled too. But again, this is just my perspective on this matter. It seems like another psyop, another distraction. And I will leave that to you all to decide what you think about Hannah Barron. As always, please do your part and like the video so it gets into the algorithm.
Sounds like a lot of projection there.
He
Yeah.
didn't say anything.
He didn't. That
This
was a
is
waste of
it's
6
just
minutes.
clout. It's clout chasing. That's all he's doing, really.
Yes. Toby said I was clout chasing when I asked him to debate. Like, I'm clout chasing you? You're out there saying you're smarter than Albert Einstein and going after PhDs and trying to say you're smarter than them. And I'm clout chasing. You're smaller than me. I have more Twitter followers than you. I have more YouTube followers than you. I've done more debates than you. And I'm clout chasing. You're full of it, dude. You coming on my panels like 5 times. I'm clout chasing. And dishonest piece of. Look how insulting is
Oh,
that?
she's married.
No, she's not.
Oh, it says husband there.
It does.
No,
say
that's
that,
how
but
they always are. They said, "It does the person have a husband?" Like they have that kind of listed. Yeah,
Gotcha.
it lets you know everything about the person.
Yeah, so this was in 2021 though. She's bigger than this now. So this was her in 21. She became popular a few years ago.
She seems like a nice person. This is just so weird, and I feel really bad for her that creepazoids like this guy are coming up and saying these nasty things.
Yeah, so this talks about her education. Her parents were divorced when she was young.
That's hard.
Close with both her parents. She's used to going out hunting, fishing with her father, so she's really close to her father, of course. She went to graduated Bachelor of Science from College of Communication and Fine Arts with Troy University.
So we know she's not a flirt. She's got a BS degree, so she can't possibly be a flat earther.
That's impressive.
And she's not an idiot. She's 27, 26 or 27 now. She's a social media star, been hunting since a child. She became a social media star because of a noodling video.
Good for her. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Are we going to see that video? Because I'm so intrigued.
you'll see it. I'm not sure about the
Yes.
first one. I killed my first deer when I was 8. It was a 7-point buck. My dad made me wait for it. We watched a bunch of does and smaller bucks pass by. It was a perfect first buck, so she killed Bambi when she was 8 years old.
Damn.
Because it taught me if you wait, you'll get something bigger. And she gained fame after her cousin filmed her noodling a fish. And she uploaded the video of herself noodling a 30-pound catfish on Facebook and Instagram. The video, which is more than 1 minute long, went viral and had over 15 million views. Anyways, and then she had a boyfriend for several years and they broke up. And that's about it. And she has a YouTube channel, tons of fake accounts, stuff like that. And then this has a bunch of spam, and I'm not going to continue. And so I'm not going to play this, but I'm going to go over like this controversy. So Samara Khan, and this is what I wanted to find. This is the leftists that attacked her. This was, but they're just clout chasing, I think, is what you pointed out, Brenda. So Mara, and isn't Samira Khan a trans?
Oh, that's a Desi name. That's a totally Desi name. Samira Khan. Oh, it's a very Desi name. The
It's a
Khan
very
are
white
from
name?
like the Rajput. Desi means South Asian, from the subcontinent.
Okay.
So India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal, that area.
Okay.
When you use the
Sure.
word Desi, it's a shorthand that's referring to South Asian people.
Oh, they're right wing, so it's not left wing. They're Abrahamic Alliance Against Globalism. So she's a right winger.
Her name's
Yeah.
Samira Khan. So that's interesting. Maybe she's an ex-Muslim. It's possible. I'll look her up.
Yeah. No, it looks like she's it says Abrahamic Alliance. She's a news correspondent. Queers for Justice in Palestine. Oh, she's pro-Palestine.
Oh, this is a leftist. That would be definitely a leftist.
Yeah,
I looked up Samira Khan. How is it spelled? S-A-M what?
no, it's on the screen.
It's S-M.
I have it pulled up already.
No, she's 32 years old. Samira Khan, she's a journalist, and she's a Desi.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a Desi. She's from Pure Land.
No, she's anti-Palestinian.
Oh, she's anti-Palestinian?
Yeah.
Oh, the one I see is pro-Palestinian.
I'm confused. And then I found this guy. This is how also I found then this stupid Matthew guy, this psyop shit. And they draw these things on their faces to show their bone structures to say they're not female or male. Like, it's just so weird. I don't get it. Fails the forensic test, bio male skull. Like, they're so weird. I want to find this clown. I've been bookmarking a bunch of stuff. So he said you were gay for like finding her attractive. You remember who that was, Brenda?
What do I get, that certificate or something?
I don't remember. I'm
I
drawing a
looked up-
blank.
I found out who Samira Khan is. She is a Muslim, She's a MAGA Muslim. She's a Muslim MAGA.
It is a
Oh.
nightmare, Ashton.
Wow, that's there are a few though. There are Muslims who are
How
MAGA.
does that
So.
work? How can you be a MAGA Muslim?
Well, I think it's because you have kind of a. It's an interesting identity politic thing. So it's like you're like very pro America, and you see that who Trump is getting rid of is the bad ones. It's not the good American Muslim.
Mm,
So
that makes sense.
That's a way of kind of techniquing that.
Yeah, it's like the other Muslims, not me.
Yeah, these other Muslims who are not for, the correct, the 21st century and Western American values. And there are Muslims that do support Israel, so that's possible. It's not a lot, but there's a contingency that may be. But I think this person is not for Israel, though.
There it is. Super sad. Oh, this guy, he wants to challenge people to a fight.
Wait, that first video was Andrew Tate, wasn't it?
No, maybe she is.
I think
that
that's
one?
I don't know. Is this Andrew Tate?
I don't see enough.
Is this
kind of-
Andrew Tate?
Oh no, it's him then. Okay, never mind.
It's small on my screen, but yeah.
No, she's not
Yeah.
from Palestine.
Well, you can see a bunch of insecurities going on right there with the silk robe, right? Stuff. And also,
Oh, here it is. This is where I first found about any man that finds tomboys attractive is gay. Like, and so I respond. It's like, okay, call me gay now. Like, yeah, I can be gay. Oh, it was on my timeline.
What a 500-foot roll of 1.25 pecs looks like.
That's a 1/4 inch high. Love it.
And if you want to know how fun it is to unroll this mess,
You gotta
not
tell me.
very. Especially when it's 100 freaking degrees out here in South Alabama, but at least the heat will help it straighten out. Appreciate y'all.
I appreciate it, man.
what's up?
She's
Is that
Ma'am.
she's
is that an
so
irrigation
cute.
hose? Sorry.
What? Yeah, it looks like an irrigation hose.
I just said I love her accent. She has the greatest accent around. She's in Southern Alabama.
Your voice is turned you off.
Oh no, I love her voice.
I love that voice.
Yeah,
You
me
don't like-
too.
I guess I don't like Robin Webster's voice either. Robin Webster's got the most, Southern accent around,
Some people don't like the Southern voices.
To me,
I
it sounds really, really, really exotic. So I kind of like it.
Well, I grew up in the South, so I heard this accent all the time, Yeah, I love the Southern accent. It's a great one.
Yeah.
I think you just have to get used to it. I think it's hard for people who are foreign to it, but since I grew up, I went there every summer, most of my life. I just lived there, so it was normal to me.
Yeah. There is this Samira saying this accent needs to be illegal and women should be banned from doing manual labor like this. There's nothing feminine about American women. American women are literally men. Like
Oh.
sometimes I think Islam can be toxic. No offense.
Well, it depends on your perception. Do you know what I mean? It's all about perception, and it's your lens. So this is one kind of lens, and you have many different variables of the lens that you construct. So it's not just Islam is the lens. You have these kind of what are traditional values as the lens. You have multiple lenses that are being utilized in a space. It's always a crafted space. It's never just one. You can't isolate one variable. So she's using kind of traditionalistic values to promote her narrative, which is, I don't know. I mean, you and I are the same, Oz. We're libertarians. We don't care what people do. We believe in freedom and liberty. So if someone wants to be a housewife, dope. If someone wants to be out working every day, dope, we don't care. It's like none of our business, you know.
Yeah.
Whatever makes people happy. So
Well, let's do an investigation here. Let's see. No, that's a woman. Just kidding. She's attractive.
I'm not a fan of makeup, honestly. Though, like all the foundation and stuff, I'm like, and all the contour, I'm like, not my taste. But you know,
Yeah.
I'm more into natural. Looks like there's some Botox going on. You know, looks like she got a little something going on.
Some.
Yeah, you know, when you know women, you know about the little techniques that they can do. So there's some techniques going on there, you know.
So I
See,
figured we
I
can
like
share. Yeah, we can share Hannah Barone. So she joined Twitter like a couple days ago. So okay, so let's say she explains it here. I think.
I think Hannah's more attractive in my opinion because she uses a lot less makeup. She doesn't use nearly the same kind of contouring and all that kind of stuff. So
Please show me the catfish video. I'm dying to see that.
Okay, I'll do it in a minute. She
All right.
explains here this controversy with Samira. I'll expand it. Can I expand it? Maybe right here. Yeah.
Good morning, y'all. I don't have a Twitter. I did at one point, but my account got removed for whatever reason, and I just hadn't got around to making another account. But apparently, I'm trending on Twitter right now because some girl, hey Meryl, some girl said that my accent should be illegal. Women shouldn't do manual labor. Oh, what else did she say? American women are basically men, and she just said that I was not feminine. Ooh. And I would tell y'all this girl's name, but I can't remember it because I don't have a clue who she is. So that should tell you how relevant this person is. But I just think it's hilarious because I grew up as the weird kid in high school who hunted and fished too much because back then it wasn't cool for women to hunt or fish or the whole country lifestyle. And I'm so proud of all the women in the outdoors now who are making that more cool or popular. So proud of us. I think we're doing great. But I've been helping Dad build houses since I was 15. When I was a senior in high school, I taught kids how to weld in ag class. So I've done not manual labor. When I think of manual labor, I think of what my dad does. I'm nowhere near that. I just help as much as I can, and I try. And it's fun. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of blue-collar women out there who are also feminine. And so I just think that you should embrace your own individuality, you should be yourself, and don't worry about what anybody else said because these folks talking about me and think they're going to offend me, that ship sailed a long time ago. I've been getting picked on my whole life. I grew up around men. Well, so don't be scared to build your own box and don't try to fit in anybody else's. Be your own person and you'll be happier in the long run because of that. And don't worry about what anybody else has to say. Hope y'all have a good one. Appreciate y'all.
Yes. She's awesome.
Yeah.
she didn't say anything offensive. She wasn't mean to the person. She handled it in a very tasteful way. So 5 stars for her.
Yeah.
She was very tasteful. She didn't go and say, you know, I'm going to insult this person. She didn't insult her name. She didn't do anything. She said, well, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. We
And
got
I
them
think it's kind of racist. I do think there's racism to people of European ancestry in the United States, particularly in the South. And
Good morning, y'all.
I think there's classism too. So, and that idea when you have that kind of Southern accent, they feel that you're lower class from it, you know.
Yeah.
You talk like this, you must be a poor person. You must be a hick. But, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you get the accent of like it's a coincidence. It's like you get the accent of where you're from. If you work hard enough, you might be able to change it. But who has the time and effort to change their accent, just speak the way it comes out, and that's it.
Yeah. I know these intellectuals will pick on people like her for her accents, but she's educated. She lives her life. She goes out and does manual labor as much as she can. Like, she's a tiny woman. Like, and she just lives. She is who she is. Like, why can't people just be who they are? Okay.
Tyler says people who laugh at accents need to travel more, and I certainly agree. There's a bunch
Okay.
of to pick around. There's many accents in this world, and a lot of them are really awesome.
We'll get back to the noodling videos in a moment here, but really quick preaching session. So
All
you
right.
got right wingers now. Not only do they want to ban trans people from existing, they want to ban gay people from existing. They want to ban Hannah Barone from existing. This little 100-pound woman, just because she's a tomboy, because she wants
She
to go
should.
out.
It's not
It
about
should be
Hannah.
illegal.
They're using Hannah as a part of their attack. Their attack is really the company that is supporting leftists. You know,
The couple employees at the company, because
Yeah, but
Black
that's
Rifle Company basically picks conservative people to sell their product. Black Rifle Company is coffee is known as like a conservative company. It's not known as a leftist company. Like, Hannah's not this, like, they're attacking like somebody who they should be like supporting, like if they were like she's like who they should want as like a role model. Like, it's bizarre. This is the American girl. This is the girl that we should say, this is what it would mean to be um like an individual, like to be yourself in America, to live the dream, right? You don't have to have riches. You don't have to have the PS5. You don't have to have the big screen TVs, right? You just have to have family and go out there and do your thing. Maybe it's because she hasn't given birth to a bunch of kids.
Yeah, maybe. But I see her as going out with the kids and fishing and taking them camping and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
My mic was unmuting itself. I don't know why.
No problem.
But I think a lot of this spreads from their own insecurities. They're insecure about their own masculinity, about their prowess as a man and stuff. And she's doing all of those things, hunting, fishing, being outdoorsy, being in shape. They're not in shape, not in shape at all. And she's doing all those things better than they are, and it makes them feel icky.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on. We have a nice message I want to read. Keith Rickett says, I've been fairly quiet, just listening. I'm proud of everyone here. I've kept up with Hannah for years now, and you guys defending her better than I could. Thank you. Thank you, Keith, for that awesome message. We love to have you here.
I am so proud. Like, I'm not a leftist necessarily. I would say I'm more of a centrist. But to see, like, I had like almost 30,000 likes on this thing. So I saw thousands of comments on this stupid Matthew thing I showed you of this trans investigation. And the number of LGBT left wingers in support of Hannah of Hannah, the Alabama country woman. Like, they didn't care that she was supported by Black Rifle Company. They didn't care about anything like that. They just saw that this woman was being attacked for being a woman. They just was being called trans. They identified her with like when people were attacking Michelle Obama, they weren't being hypocritical. They were defending her like they would have defended people attacking Michelle Obama for the same thing. You see what I'm saying?
I'm with you 100%, and I'm just very
Yeah.
happy that she was defended. It was wrong and disgusting and gross what these people are doing. It's just like all their hate is coming out and it's being exposed, you know?
Yeah. Yep. But it is. I'm sorry for anybody I'm offending, but these conspiracy theories, when you are cynical of everything the government does, when you believe the government lies about something as simple about the shape of the earth, you think they lie about everything. Like, oh no. And it's 12% of it's 10% of the population of the U.S. And there's something like 20% that aren't sure about the shape of the earth. Like, you can be like cynical of the government sometimes, but about something as fundamental as the shape of the earth. Yeah, it's not a left-right thing. It's a good person thing. Absolutely, Keith Ricketts. I agree. There are really good people on the left and the right. There's people that are sincere. And she's not the government. Absolutely. She's just a nice woman that has a family, does her own thing. All right, let's get back to the show. Like, I just had to say that. Like, okay, so let's do the noodling because
Yes.
Well, let's do this one first because
All right.
this is reshared and retweeted like 50 times. This is her thing. Okay, so I'll put it in context really quick. Let's put it in context really quick. Okay, she joined Twitter like, let's look at the date here. And she joined Twitter like 3 days ago, and she already has 205,000 followers.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. Okay, here's the first one.
On Twitter or X, I figured I would actually make an account. I could not use my original handle, Hannah Baron 96, like I have across all platforms because Twitter suspended my account. Still don't know why. I tried to get it back and they said no. So I made a new account that is Hannah Baron 96 with an underscore behind it. So Hannah Baron 96 underscore is my only Twitter account. There are some fake ones out there and they're not me. And they got a bunch of followers too, but they're not me. My only account on Twitter or X is Hannah Baron 96 underscore. So don't be fooled by the fake ones. Appreciate y'all. Good morning, y'all. After all the craziness on Twitter or
All right, so now we'll watch one of the noodling videos. I think this is her cousin or something. Okay, here's one of the noodling videos. I don't know if this is the first one that got her famous. This is a one of them now. Benny Johnson is talking about this. This is the first I've heard of this young woman. Yeah, I don't know who Benny Johnson is, though.
Everybody asks if we hurt these fish when we catch them. Well, for one, we put that zip tie in there. I don't know, we've been doing it for years. This is probably one from this year, but obviously the fish is fine. The way I grab them is when they come up and bite me, I grab them with this hand. That's why I always get chewed up here. And then I run this arm between their gill and their gill plate. When they're this big, you can run it between without hurting the gills. Because see, it's between the gills and the gill plate. Arm goes through, gills are not messed up because all the pressure is going on that gill plate. The fish is fine. We'll turn her loose,
sorry, Mr. Mark. I know you want to eat some, but this is a big female. We got to turn her loose.
I hear you, baby.
And then maybe catch her again someday like we've caught her before. We'll probably even put another zip tie in her so we know we caught her twice. Appreciate y'all.
That thing's like almost as big as her. Yeah, catfish are nasty looking.
It looks like she has a good tan now too, being out in the sun. You know, I went to lifeguard. It was so funny. I went to like lifeguard school, and based on my complexion, I was the only person who really didn't get sunburned. Everybody else in my my class got sunburned from the heat, from the sun, when we were like practicing our diving and stuff. So it's just it's interesting. It's sort of reminiscent of that skin turning red.
Yeah. I guess Benny Johnson has 1.8 million subs. I just haven't heard of him, Stephanie.
Isa, now the now the summer is receding here, so I can go to the gas station in my t-shirt. But on the height of the summer, I need to wear like a thin hoodie or something because I will get sunburned in my bald spots, and I will get sunburned in 5 minutes of walking to the gas station. I get.
Do you wear like SPF? Do you ever wear like that SPF lotion?
Yes. If I go to the beach, for example, I have to apply SPF number 50, and I have to reapply it once every hour, or I will burn.
See, I'm privileged. See, it's funny. People have different privileges. That's my privilege because I have like a beige skin. I have melatonin, so like or melanin, not melatonin. I have melanin, so I can go out to like the heat. Like I went to Costa Rica, and I didn't have to wear any SPF. My skin was fine, and I was out in the summer in Costa Rica. So, pura vida.
Yeah.
And it's
Evolution at work, right?
yeah.
Yeah, it's true. My dad was super brown because he was in a very hot place, so it made sense.
Hannah says her crime is she is pretty and she's opinionated and she's strong. She makes insecure men uncomfortable and women jealous. I think she's great. It's sort of like what Brenda did yesterday or was it 2 days ago now with Christ Brings a Sword. You sort of made him feel insecure and stuff.
I wish Christ Brings a Sword
Did
could
I?
even tell us about her.
I think that was his problem. Every time you spoke, he sort of got triggered, I think.
Okay. Yes, he
Isa,
did.
Christ Brings a Sword is banned.
Yeah.
I wish we could have had him to talk about this. It would be very interesting to hear his opinion.
Yeah. He burned his bridge, unfortunately.
I get it. I totally understand. I'm just joking.
Yeah. He had no idea. Anyways, we'll watch this last video here. Maybe I got a ring. Maybe not.
Elon, come on.
Well, it's me, obviously.
Let me wash on it.
She just got hammered. Whoever said he met him at the door,
Yeah, she got it.
Yeah, she ain't got to talk to
She
you.
got it.
It's like they have to. Oh, she got
That's
it.
what I'm talking about.
There we go. Woo.
Ooh. You in the hole, Jeff?
Yeah.
That's what is that?
That's a parasite.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh my lord.
That's a good fish.
Pretty fish. Look where it's been dead on the side right there. Oh. He swallowed me deep.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, her arm is all torn up.
He good fish.
Yeah, that's a stud. I bet he may weigh 48 or 50.
We need
So that's noodling.
So is this just for the meat, or are they like breeding them or something, or farming them?
No, they eat them. Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes. She's worse than staged animal videos.
Well, catfish is okay for fish, and that's a pretty much a staple down south. Catfish is.
They put the female
And
back, she said, just the male.
yeah, on the other video, she said that she put the female back, so she's not like totally responsible.
Oh no.
They
Yeah,
tell you.
any fisherman knows. Any fisherman knows. Like if you catch a female fish of any species, like a bass, most fishermen are going to put them back if they have eggs and stuff, because they want more. It's just common sense.
Yeah.
I had never seen anything like this in my life ever. This is pretty amazing.
Yeah. Usually they're smaller, like they where they get were just their hand.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I have one concern, which is that catfish are bottom feeders.
Yeah.
So if the water is not good, if it's polluted and stuff, it's going to accumulate in the catfish.
Yeah.
I'd worry about that.
Yeah, I'm sure they know. I mean, they're from the area. Maybe they do put that one back. I don't know.
Well, no, you're right. They probably know.
Yeah. Anyways, that's all I got. I never got a response back from my wife.
When we're done, check if she's fine. But it
Oh,
was a
she's-
good show in the end.
Your wife is out catching catfish, noodling.
Keith says, Max, you need to go noodling. I'm a city mouse. You wouldn't catch, like, if my life depended on me doing that, I would just die. It's not my thing. I like seeing it. It's something really interesting, and I had never seen it before, but I don't see myself doing any of that, to be honest. With my glasses and like my pale white skin, no.
And my credibility is ruined. Yeah, I know. Thank you, Ashton Rakers. I hey. Well, you know, just because it's just a mythical wife, you know. I did leave her like in 2015 for a reason. I think I've talked about it before.
Yeah, you mentioned it a couple of shows ago, but you also said you forgave her, so.
Let's pretend like I did. Anyways, yeah, like Ellen Ripley, who knows?
Now we have our first conspiracy of Matters Now. Oso's wife never existed. You people are mean.
Hey, that's okay. I wish she never existed. I wish I could like brain dump that whole time. What's it? Oh, hold on.
Obliviate. That's a spell.
Obliviate. To the mind seed thing. I can't do that though.
I hope she's
Anyways,
okay.
she's okay. She has her kids. None of them are mine. So I'm not paying anything. I'm not paying the alimony, nothing.
Yeah, probably something came up. That's usually what happens, and you'll have a talk about it later.
No, I doubt it. It'll probably be in a couple weeks, maybe. Okay, with that, thank you so much for coming. I'm not sure if we're going to have any shows tomorrow. No, we will. We'll have a pre-show and after show tomorrow.
Yeah.
Earth. I might show up. I might take a day off to do like a full and intro and
That
stuff.
should be really good. I really enjoyed Craig dismantling the Souls Unchained guy, whatever his name, Dave, because he's an
Yeah.
odious person. But I think that Craig is going to just dismantle Flatazoid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It should be entertaining.
He will probably do an after show, but if you want, Brenda, you can come here. We will have our regular after show. Everyone's invited.
I talked to Craig. Craig may not do an after show. It depends on how late the super chats go.
Okay.
He'll probably do like a debate review or something like that. So anyway,
All right.
but we'll do an after show anyways.
Yeah, he's been pushing himself too hard in his fitness regime. He has a tendency to push himself too hard to the point where he, causes injuries. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that. What? If you know any flat earthers that want to debate, like I have an open week next week. I have some topics I can talk about. I want to do some debate reviews now that I've done on modern day debate. At first, I want to go over some flat earth debates, at least their opening arguments, and break them down so other people can be prepared for flat earth style debates and stuff like that. And so you can do some debates in the future. And so I'll at least do that next week, unless you know some flat earthers that want to come on and debate me for an hour or two. I think that would be fun.
We've had a bunch of keyboard warriors, but when you invite them, hey, come on stage, or hey, let's set up a debate, it's all blah blah blah, and it doesn't happen. Remember to subscribe, like, share, watch out all the content. There's a huge backlog. Have you noticed like the size of the backlog of shows that we have? It's getting pretty amazing, and we have some other stuff in the works for you. Oz this week killed it. He did a bunch of shows with a lot of entertainment, covered the what you call the level with me topic. So we're done with that one, right?
Yeah, we finished that video, but expect more next week. Expect a 5 p.m. show and an 8 p.m. show every day next week, except when you do yours on
Wednesday.
I might not do a second show on that day. We'll look at our schedule. I don't want to do too much overlapping, but 5 p.m. works great for me because it gives me time in the morning and the afternoon to prepare for 5 p.m. show and an 8 p.m. show. So I want to do this to entertain you. I know people like the flat earth stuff more, but I need to get some hooks in it because I'm not getting. I want more views. Because I want to make some. I'm doing this for a living now, and as a even though I'm not making any money, but as a retirement. So, anyways, it is what it is. With that,
if you want to support the show, you can subscribe for as low as 99 cents per month. You can send super chats. And we also have Patreons for us and for me individually. So any help is greatly appreciated, and you get to contribute directly to us, which is awesome because we all love money. Like, who doesn't? So anything else?
That's it.
This was an awesome show. I loved it.
Yeah, good topic.
Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Isa.
Yeah, thank you.